I ruined my Vintage Bally Kelly style bag. I tried to repair it and then I got it professionally repaired, or mostly repaired, let's say. I'll show you all the details and then I'm going to give you a warning in case you're looking to also purchase a Vintage Bally Kelly style bag. So let's get started. Hey everybody, I'm Eva. Thanks for joining. Today's video is about my Vintage Bally bags, and as you can see, these are in the Kelly style. I've really been enjoying these bags. I'm so glad to have them in my collection. And I wanted to say, recently I saw a Bally bag on eBay that was in between these two sizes. This is the 32 and this is a 20.5 centimeter, and there was one that was like 24 and I was super tempted, but it was black. And again, I didn't want to like duplicate my colors. You know, the voice of reason does come out every once in a while here. Speaking of reason, this is not reasonable to have a super large charm on a mini bag, but I think it's adorable. And I'll put these cherries in my Amazon link below. Okay, and so back to the black one. I've got this adorned with a little Amazon scarf, of course. I love the Papa Fuchsia. And this Hermes Rodeo was a birthday gift from some of my YouTube friends. Okay, so let me take off all the adornments here so that I can show you the damage on my bag. So one day I was getting this bag out, I was opening it and I was getting ready to use it. So I opened it like this, pulled up the flap, and then pulled open the body of the bag. And when I pulled it open to get inside the bag, the side panel here where it attaches to the back ripped. It came apart. And I was like, wow, like I didn't pull it that strongly. I just did my normal motions, you know, to open and pull a bag open so that I could get in there. And while we're talking here, I'll show you the inside shot of the bag. It's leather lined. It has a slip pocket here on the back. Well, actually two small slip pockets on the back and a zipper pocket. And it has the Bally branding there. Yeah, so I was really shocked about how it just ripped apart here at this juncture point. I just grabbed my phone real quick and tried to take some video footage. So it's not great footage, but it will show you what I'm talking about in terms of the damage that happened to the back of my bag. So later, on a different day, when I had time to like look at the bag again and think about like, what am I going to do about this? I thought to myself, well, maybe I can glue this back together. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, I must have thought about this on a day that I was feeling crafty. I'm not a crafty person. I don't know why I had this idea. So I ordered this leather glue. As you can see, it says here DIY. Well, that was my first mistake, to think that this was a DIY project. It was not, but I was, again, in that crafty frame of mind. And so I got the leather glue and I applied here at the back of the bag, and I thought that that might do the trick. Well, the leather glue didn't work at all, and it just ended up making things worse. So it came through the back of the bag. The glue came through this little opening here. Do you see where there's a tab of leather? Yeah, that's because there's an opening in the back of the bag to let this tab of leather actually come through. So the glue came through this little opening here and got on the back of the bag and kind of made a big mess right there, and did nothing to solve the problem of the ripped leather. So here's another angle. Maybe you can see that the leather is still ripped here on the side of the bag. So I was like, okay, now what am I gonna do? I couldn't clean this off. I just had made it worse, basically. So I don't know why I didn't think about it at first, but I have this leather guy that I've gone to before to take some of my bags to for various projects. I took this bag to him and showed him the rip and asked if he could, you know, sew it back together. And he was like, no, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think I can get that on my machine the right way. He suggested putting a brad, I forgot the term he used for it, but basically a piece of hardware to connect this portion of the bag to the back of the bag. And I'll show you now. There's this little brad or rivet here that he attached, and you can see it here on the back side. So this was not there before. It's what he used to get the bag reattached after it had torn. And it's holding, it's doing fine. And since he had that idea while we were talking about it, we agreed that he should go ahead and do it on the other side as well, because it's likely that this side would rip out as well. So here you can see it without damage around it. So this might give you a better idea of the repair work that I had done to it, even though there was no damage here on this side. Here's what the back should look like right here. So after this happened, I began to wonder if perhaps I got a fake Bally bag. You know, Bally is not often talked about here in our YouTube community, but it is a well-respected and well-thought-of luxury brand. And so I thought maybe this wasn't a real Bally bag, maybe it was a knockoff. So I got on eBay to look at other Bally bags that were similar to this one, to see if I could compare any differences, you know, with my eye. I don't know exactly what I had in mind that I might find, but I thought maybe I would see some differences in hardware or see something different on the interior of the bag. I don't know what. But when I got on eBay, I saw more than one Bally bag where the photos indicated that there was a rip in the leather. It led me to believe that this might be a common problem with vintage Bally bags. And so if you are looking at listings online for vintage Bally bags, if the seller is very forthright in showing all the details of the bag and you see a ripped leather spot, then know to stay away from it if you don't want damage, or know that there could be a solution if you have a place or a business, a cobbler or someone to work with that could repair that. Or maybe you're crafty, not like me. Maybe you were actually crafty and could repair it yourself. I don't know what the case may be, but I just wanted to give you a warning, something to look out for if you are thinking about buying a vintage Bally bag. So that's one of the reasons why on this bag I've decided to decorate it with a scarf along with my cute charms. And I just pull it through the hardware here on the bag. I just give it a knot like this, nothing fancy. Pull it through, kind of try to see if it's even, and then this kind of dangles down in the front, and then this covers up the damage in the back. So I think that's a win. All right, and let's also make sure to get my Rodeo back on here. Pull it through. There we go. All right, now we're properly adorned again with our Hermes themed scarf and our Hermes Rodeo here. If you're trying to add a Bally bag to your collection, I hope this video was helpful. And if not, I hope you were entertained by how I almost ruined my bag here, or really I did ruin it, but I'm able to somewhat recover it here. So I hope that was entertaining for you. Well, thanks for watching today. I hope to see you in the next one. You take care.